Therapeutic riding has helped my son with his sensory processing disorder. He had a fear of movement, a fear of being off the ground, and therapeutic riding has helped him to develop a confidence of his own body movement, and now he enjoys swings and playing on the playground and just climbing on anything that he can. Therapeutic riding has helped our family in just seeing him develop and get over his fears, and seeing him be able to participate on the playground and to get out and do normal things that he wouldn't used to do. He would be too afraid to, and now we can see him go out and play, and you would never know he had any issues whatsoever. I love Grace Lake because of the shared faith of the volunteers and the instructors, and the fact that we pray together over the kids, and there's just that common bond of faith bringing everybody together. And I also love the fact that the volunteers and the instructors want to be here. It's not just a job. It's not just getting in your hours for volunteer service. Everybody wants to be here, and everybody loves it. The horse plays a huge role in therapeutic riding. The horse takes on the stress and then the anxiety that the child carries with them onto the horse. And in some sort of silent communication, the horse communicates to the child that they don't need to be anxious, they don't need to be stressed. And over the period of 1 or 2 sessions, the kids start relaxing and enjoying the ride, and it's some sort of, I don't even understand it, silent communication that goes on between the horse and the rider.
Hello, my name is Holly Robinson, the founder and director of Grace Lake. I'm excited about sharing with you the power of therapeutic riding. Grace Lake's mission is to provide therapeutic horsemanship to people with disabilities and others in need of hope and healing in a Christian environment. Our horses receive special handling and natural horsemanship techniques. Our goal is to bring the horse and rider into a perfectly harmonious relationship. This can only be achieved through respect, communication, kindness, and trust. These natural horsemanship techniques, coupled with a loving heart, encourage the horse and rider to begin working like partners to achieve a feeling of oneness. Eventually, it is as if the horse responds to a mere thought of what you want to do. Therapeutic riding is an equine-assisted activity for the purpose of positively contributing to the physical, cognitive, emotional, and social well-being of individuals with special needs. PATH International, or Professional Association of Therapeutic Riding International, is our governing body. They promote equine-assisted activities and therapies for individuals with special needs. Grace Lake's riders include anyone in need of hope and healing. This includes children and adults, people with disabilities and people without disabilities, youth with obvious social problems, and youth without obvious social problems. Grace Lake's classes include an instructor and sometimes volunteers working with a rider or a group of riders in an enclosed arena, open field, or barn area for several purposes. The rider may learn special riding skills, care of the horse, or how to saddle a horse. The rider may play games on horseback, maneuver through an obstacle course, or challenge their skills with a trail ride. Each rider or family will have specific goals to work towards. Each class begins with prayer. Classes are 45 minutes. We meet once a week and are grouped together in spring, summer, fall, and winter sessions. Next, I will show you the results from a few of our riders that have participated in the program. This rider is diagnosed with cerebral palsy and cognitive development delay. He was 15 when he began riding at Grace Lake. He was wheelchair bound, and after 6 months, he was walking with the use of a cane. After 12 months, he was walking independently. Why? A rider sitting astride a horse experiences repetitive pelvic motion, similar to the pelvic motion of normal human gait. In essence, the horse's movement trains the body for walking. Today, no apparatus has been developed which can replicate this movement. This rider was diagnosed with low muscle tone. She walked late, she was very shy, and she did not play with friends in the playground or speak to adults. She was 6 years old when she began. After 6 months, she began playing on the playground and responding to adults when spoken to. After 12 months, her mother reported that she yelled hi across the hall to the teacher. Why? Riding increased her muscle tone and balance, enabling her to run, jump, climb, and play like other kids her age. The sensory input from riding began to improve the way her brain received, processed, and organized information, which in turn enabled her to respond and react appropriately in social situations. So what are the ingredients to get these results? Specialized horses, many volunteers, professional instructors, and the power of God. Our therapy horses. A therapy horse must be accepting, trustworthy, predictable, and willing to learn. We do a comprehensive evaluation to determine if a horse is appropriate for therapeutic riding. We evaluate their temperament, their size, how they move, their age, their soundness, and their level of training. If the horse is accepted into the program, he receives specialized training. Volunteers. In 2013, we had approximately 100 volunteers that volunteered about 2,000 hours. The jobs include horse handler, sidewalker, barn cleaning, administrative duties, advisory committees, and of course our board of directors. Our goal is to have committed, skilled, educated, and experienced volunteers. We encourage our riders and their families to volunteer as well. Therapeutic riding instructors. Each instructor must be certified through PATH International. The training for certification takes about 1 year. The national passing rate for those taking the test for the first time is 25%. Certification requires that instructors are skillful teachers, experts with horses, knowledgeable of disabilities, highly organized, and attentive to safety. Grace Lake is a God-centered therapeutic riding program. Our goal is to facilitate the development of wholeness into the lives of the people we serve. We believe that wholeness begins by knowing and following Jesus Christ. We strive to provide an atmosphere of people with hearts purified by God, through which He can bring hope and healing. We trust in God to lead us down the path that each individual needs to reach their full potential, and we believe that God understands each person's needs and how to meet them. Next, we have video of actual lessons to give you an inside look into therapeutic riding. This is a private lesson with one rider in our arena at Grace Lake. Here you see an instructor and an extra volunteer next to her who is assisting the instructor. The horse handler is controlling the horse, and she's at the horse's head. And the two side walkers are walking next to the rider for support. This rider is diagnosed with cerebral palsy and cognitive developmental delay. She is nonverbal and she's 13 years old. Here she's trotting. She loves to trot, so the instructor uses it as a reinforcement when she responds appropriately to instructions. Here she's picking up a flower. And then crossing midline with her eyes and hand. And handing it to the volunteer. This technique is used to get both hemispheres of the brain communicating. Here, she taps the horn. This is the sign she uses to walk on. Her goals are to improve her communication skills so that she feels a sense of control, which in turn will decrease screaming, hitting, and rocking behaviors. Grace Lake's needs include the following. Number 1, donations for operating expenses. Therapeutic riding centers, on average, generate only 12% of their expenses from rider fees. Number 2, as a primarily volunteer-operated program, Grace Lake is in need of professionals to serve on legal, insurance, finance, fundraising, marketing, and special events advisory committees. Grace Lake is also grateful for your support through referrals and prayer.